See, even I learned something new. Them a MacBook Pro. I don't get why Sky would lose her job over that. Sky of the MacBook Pro. Now, MacBook Pros are expensive. They're not. Yeah, they're pretty pricey. I'll tell you what, they're expensive items. Now, here I have. This is just an HP. It's a good HP though. It was a pink HP. Okay, pink HP. A lot of good things I've had come about, even though this is like affordable. I'll show you the keypad. Hold on. There's the keypad. And I like it because it's Intel. Intel does have some different features. But the thing about Macs, what makes a Mac so good, okay, is a Mac is normally like a art kind of designer. It's for art designers, for people who like to draw. It has different things that you can do. So this is what I mean. People like this. I showed another video of somebody giving away, and it didn't bother me that much. It kind because it was like they were giving away a Nintendo Switch, and I believe they were giving a PS5. But the Nintendo Switch and the PS5, and I was like, "There's something to that." Like, there's you don't know how big the trend really is, but okay, so this is the problem why people do not like this trend. So imagine you making a product and you're trying to sell your product. Because those are two brand new things. PlayStation 5 is brand new. Nintendo Switch is brand new. And I'll tell you what the problem is with that. So the biggest problem that you get into is you go over here. I don't even have to think for this one. You go over here. Here's my PlayStation 3, right? Here's my Xbox Series, which is brand new. Xbox One and Xbox Series, they're the brand news. But the thing is okay, so I'll tell you something about the PS3. The PS3 is really good right now. You're not having to focus on online gaming all the time. It's a powerful system. It cleans its disc tray. That's a sad problem with my PS2 is cleaning the disc tray, but the PS3 cleans the disc tray, and they're okay. So like. Oh my gosh. Because a long time ago, my friend had a PS3, right? I had to make sure I got the right model too, right? For this. This model is interesting because there is a different model I could have got, but the reason I chose this model, I chose to keep with this model, and that's why you've been seeing the Shadow of Colossus stuff I've been showing you. The reason I chose this model, number one, I've heard stories where you could even do some certain things for it because you can't really access the online store to this, right? So there's the problem of accessing your online PlayStation store on this. So there's a bunch of cool things that Sony allows you to do because you're not allowed to do that. But okay, so this is like supposed to be this access. It's supposed to be something you go out and purchase, I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like it's just kind of like my silly laptop thing, because my laptop thing being an Intel, right, and then not being a MacBook. Okay, so it's not a MacBook, but my PS3 is basically like an Intel. And it's good enough that I can play Shadow of Colossus. And the funny way, the preferred way when you're playing Shadow of Colossus, I even saw somebody earlier, they were being creative. They had, Bray. Bray was being creative. He had 2 copies of Call of Duty, right? 2 different copies of, like I don't even know if they're different or not, but he had 2 copies of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 because I have two different copies of Shadow of Colossus, okay? And the reason behind mine is because I actually know about the Shadow of Colossus stuff. So since I know about the Shadow of Colossus stuff, I have uh, um, PALs, UTSCs. I know which copies to get, and that's why like when you go online, you've seen an increase in some of the copies of the Shadow of Colossus. Um, Now the two game is it 1-2 games? Okay, because we're working with two different things. A Mac Pro. It's confusing. A Mac Pro and a Intel. But the Intel, I will say the Intel's saver screen, like this right here. Like normally when you don't pay attention to your computer, there'll be like a saver screen. The saver screen on the cheap Intel is actually really good saver screens. And I don't know if it's better than Mac Pros. So imagine that they have to sell the the MacBook Pro, guys, and the MacBook Pro, it has benefits, it has pros, but it has cons. It has cons. I'm pretty sure it has some cons. But I'm telling you, rich people. Normally, if you're a rich person, you're buying an Apple product or you're buying like a Mac product. But if you're like an affordable person, people always say poor people, but affordable person. If you're an affordable person, you're gonna be buying an Intel. And Intel is always good to buy honestly, because Intel is a lot of your schools and a lot of colleges, they go by Intel. But so that's exactly what's happened to her. That's word for word what's happened to her. So it's crazy too, because like you kind of like she's probably gonna keep that notation with her, and she's gonna try and ride with that notation. She might fail at riding with this notation because in the past, like I think Daniel Bergoli and different people have rode with this notation. But like I think like rolling with this notation, especially when there's so many new products and they don't want you buying the PS3, they want you to buy a PS5. I saw something that was interesting on the PS5 recently. I saw a lot of things that they're doing. Call of Duty looked pretty interesting. I really like the game that was on PS5. That was the thing too. I liked on PS5 they had it that you could play this extermination game. It was for Conduit fans. Like it was like, oh come on, it was like PS5. PS5 was like given like early access, and it had a reasonable market because a gaming computer is very expensive. So for a PlayStation 5 to be playing that game, but so it's pretty. I guess if you've listened to this video, take it in, guys. Everything, these new products, they're gonna start getting towards these new products. I don't know which new products they're gonna first get at. They're probably gonna get at. They could even get at the Nintendo Switch, right? They definitely probably want to get the Nintendo Switch with all the side order stuff. They have to. Nintendo has to do that. Nintendo has no option but to do that because that's the big problem. Their online community, their online community's been pretty mad, guys. I'm telling you, they've been mad. I've listened to the Splatoon community members, the people, not just me playing Splatoon, people who play Splatoon and take their time into Splatoon. They are not happy, guys. They are not happy. Oh, and I like foamstars. I haven't been able to talk about foamstars yet, but when I do a breakdown for foamstars, I'm going to tell you why I like foamstars. But because foamstars, see, that's what I'm saying. That's a PS5 exclusive. There's going to be some crazy things coming. There's going to be some things that are coming. The foamstars, I think foamstars has all the rights to be very scary. I have to find the right video game trailer for you, okay? So as soon as I find this right video game trailer, I'll show you how scary foamstars is, okay?